Hi guys! So today we're going to learn PHP Looping Statements. Okay, so let's start to know what is PHP Looping Statements. Looping statements are used to execute the same block of code again and again, as long as a certain condition is true. In PHP, we have the following loop types. First, yung while, loops through a block of code as long as the specified condition is true. Next, yung do while, loops through a block of code once and then repeats the loop as long as the specified condition is true. Then we have yung for, loops through a block of code as a specified number of times. And then yung foreach, loops through a block of code for each element in an array. Okay? Okay, so when do we use looping? We use looping if there's something that we want to repeat its process for a number of times. Okay, so just like here in our scenario, you want to display 50 consecutive hello PHP, or you want to display a sequence of number from 1 to 100, or you want to play a song for 10 times. Okay, so those processes can be done easily if we're going to use looping. Okay? Okay, the PHP while loop. The while loop executes a block of code as long as the specified condition is true. So we have here yung syntax natin. So first dito yung initialization. Then ito yung syntax while open close parentheses. Then sa loob ng mga parentheses, yung condition natin. Then yung curly bracket. Okay, so within those curly bracket, dito naman natin nilalagay yung executable code. Then we have here yung increment at saka yung decrement or decrement. Okay? Okay, so let's have our example. So we have here yung sample code natin. Okay, so basically, first we declare a variable of x having a value of 1. Then we have here yung condition natin, wherein we try to check if x is less than or equal to 5. Then if it is true, then we're going to execute this echo statement. Then after that, we're going to increment the x by 1. Okay, so let's try to simulate the process. First na nangyari is that we declare x equals to 1. Then compare natin. Is x less than or equal to 5? So basically the answer is true. Then we try to execute this one, wherein we display the number is 1. Then increment the x dito by 1. Then current value of x is 2. So i-compare naman natin. Is x less than or equal to 5? Then the answer is true. Then display na naman natin yung the number is 2. Then increment the x by 1. Okay? So the looping will continue until such time that the condition became false. Okay? So that's how looping works. So in this part, the current value of our x is 6. And if we're going to compare it, is x is less than or equal to 5? The answer will be false. So therefore, yung looping natin, sa part ng condition niya, hindi na na-satisfied yung condition, in which hindi na magpuproceed dito yung process natin. Then, that stops the loop. And our final output will be this one. Okay? So that's how while loop works. Okay? Okay, next is the PHP do while loop. The do while loop will always execute the block of code once. It will then check the condition and repeat the loop while the specified condition is true. Okay, so ito yung syntax natin. course, we have yung initialization. Then, we have yung do, yung mga curly brackets. So, here, yung ilalagay natin yung mga executable codes natin. Then, afterwards nun, yung increment or di kaya decrement. Okay? So, dito naman, ilalagay natin yung condition natin. So, nauna dito yung pag-execute ng code natin before natin i-compare sa part ng condition. Okay? Okay, so let's have our example. Okay, so first is we have yung declaration natin. Then, dito naman yung do while loop natin. So, first, it will execute the echo statement. Then, after that, increment. Then, it will check the condition. If nasa-satisfied pa natin yung condition, then the looping will continue. Okay? So, first na mangyayari, if we try to simulate the process, ito. Okay? So, display muna. Okay, the number is 1. Then, increment natin yung value of x. Then, the current value of x now is 2. Then, i-compare na natin. Is x less than or equal to 5? The answer is true. Then, display na naman natin yung statement. Increment it by 1, yung x. Then, the current value of x is 3. Then, if we're going to compare, then x is less than 5. The answer pa rin is true. Okay? So, yun ang process ng do while. So, inuuna niya yung display ng statement. Then, afterwards, incrementation. Then, i-compare na niya. Okay? So, katulad dito, we already have the value of 6. Okay? For the x. Now, if we're trying to compare, is x less than or equal to 5? False, basically. It is because the current value of x is 6. So, magiging false na. So, therefore, yung looping natin, ma-stop na. Okay? Then, once it is stopped, this will be our final output. Okay? So, that's how do while loop works. Okay? Okay, next is the PHP for loop. The for loop is used when you know in advance how many times the script should run. So we have here yung syntax natin. For, open close parenthesis, then yung initialization, yung condition, at saka yung increment or decrement. Then sa loob ng curly bracket, ilalagay naman natin yung executable codes natin. Okay? Okay, so let's have our example. So ito yung sample code natin. So for our initialization, then yung condition naman at saka yung increment. Then we have here yung echo statement natin. Okay? So let's try to simulate the process. First, we try to initialize. Then we try to compare. X is less than or equal to 5? The answer will be true. Now let's try to display the statement and increment x by 1. Okay, so x equals to 2 currently. Then if we're going to compare, x is less than or equal to 5. True or false? Then it will be true. Then display na naman natin yung statement. Increment the x by 1. Then the current value will be 3. Then it will try to compare. Then it will be true. And it will try to continue until such time our condition is become false. Okay? So in this part, the current value of x is 6. And if we're trying to compare, is x is less than or equal to 5? The answer will be false. And therefore, our looping will now stop. Then our final output will be this one. Okay? So that's how for loops works. So basically, this is yung comparing to other looping, this is more minimize yung code niya, mas maliit kumpara yung sa other previous looping na na-discuss natin. Okay? Okay, the PHP for each loop. The for each loop works only on arrays and is used to loop through each key value pair in an array. Okay, so ito yung syntax natin. So for each, open close parenthesis, then we have here yung array as key, then arrow sign, then yung value. Okay, so dito naman yung mga executable code natin. Okay, so ito yung mga variable name na key at value. You can change it anytime you want. Kung ano man yung mas prepared mong variable name for that. Okay, so dito sa array variable, kung ano yung naka-declare na array, yun ang gagamitin natin dito. Okay? Okay, so for every loop iteration, the value of the current array element is assigned to the value variable. And the array pointer is moved by 1 until it reaches the last array element. Okay? Okay, so let's have our example. Okay, so we have here yung declaration natin for our array. Okay, then we have here yung for each natin. Okay, so in every iteration dito, yung mangyayari, mapupunta sa variable na value yung mga value natin sa array. Okay, so let's try to simulate the process. So the first na mangyayari is we assigned the value of red to value variable. Then we display that one. And after that, second iteration, ma-assign naman yung green. Then display natin yung green. Then next iteration, mapupunta yung value dito yung sa blue. Then i-display na naman natin. Then next iteration na naman, mapupunta yung yellow na value sa ating variable. Then display na naman natin. Okay? So the next is, we have this question. Do we still have any elements in the array? Okay? So kung wala ng elements, then stop na yung looping and our final output basically will be this one. Okay? So that's how for each works. So basically, it is totally intended sa mga arrays. Okay? So, I encourage you guys na masanay kayo sa paggamit ng for each kasi all throughout the discussion natin, in our future videos, yung gagawin natin is we're going to use for each if we want to display the value in an array. Okay? Okay, so quick activity muna tayo guys. So write a PHP program that would display a sequence of number from 1 to 10 and a text if the number is an odd number or even number. Okay? So we have here yung sample natin. So ito yung magiging sample output natin. Okay? So number, then dito naman yung statement if it is odd number, then if it is even number. Okay? So quick tip. To check if it is odd or even number, we can use yung modulus operator. Okay? Okay guys, so I would like to ask you to pause the video at the moment so that you can work on our activity. And afterwards, once you are finished, then you can play it back. Then, I will try to share to you naman kung paano ko gagawin yung activity natin. Okay? Okay, so let me try to share to you guys kung paano ko naman gagawin yung activity natin. Okay? So basically, I would like to start yung Apache server. Okay, close. Then, punta ko sa SAM ko. Then, let me create new folder. Okay. Then, yung sa Sublime natin. D, SAM, htdocs, then yung project. Okay. Okay, so let me create yung first file ko, yung index.php. Then maglagay ako ng HTML code. HTML. Okay. So, learning, sabihin natin loop links. Okay, save. So let me just try to run this one. Localhost project. Okay. Okay, so yung activity natin is we're going to loop or display number, a sequence of number from 1 to 10. Okay, so in this part I'm going to use for loop. Then I would like to initialize this one by having one value, then 10. Okay, so increment. Then at the moment I would like to echo yung number lang muna. Okay, then BR para mag new line siya. Okay, so let me try this one. Yun. So I already have the 1 to 10, the sequence of number. So all we need to do na lang is yung mga text. Yung is, sample is, sabihin natin ganun lang muna. Sample lang. Okay. So yun. Mali. Dapat to nandito. So once another numbers, okay, so all we need to do is to check if it is even or odd number. So just like I mentioned kanina, we can use the modulus operator to check if it is even or odd number. Okay, so yung gagawin lang natin is that we're going to, let's say, declare tayo ng variable of remainder. Okay, then yung variable I natin, we're going to have the modulus operator modulus it by 2. Then we're going to check if the remainder is equals to 0, therefore the number is even number. Then magiging even number to. Now, kung hindi siya 0, yung remainder, therefore it is an odd number. Okay? So let's try to check this one and refresh. Yun. 1 is odd number, 2 is even number, 3 is odd number, 4 is even, 5 is odd, 6 even, 7 is odd, 8 is even, 9 is odd number, then the 10 is even number. Okay? So yan lang. So in just few lines of codes, nagawa natin yung sequence of number and to check if it is even or odd number. Okay? Okay, so I think that's it, guys. So I hope you learned something new today. So basically we had learned about the different types of PHP loopings. So we have yung while loop, for loop, yung do while, at saka yung for each loop. Okay, so I think that's it. Just like I always say, guys, just keep practicing and never stop learning. Thank you for watching, guys, and goodbye for now.